So how do you play one of the biggest hits, Mario by Franco and the almighty OK Jazz? I'm going to show you all the guitar parts right here. Hey guys, it's Don Keller. I'm really excited to go over this tutorial of Mario. This is the song that introduced me to African music and which has inspired me to do everything I've done so far. You'll see some chapter markers down below, and that way you'll be able to switch from one part to another. So guitar, rhythm sections, to solo, to a section that has everything all together. So check out the description below and you'll be able to switch between all the parts. Alright, so to play the rhythm guitar, the first part, we definitely want to use a capo. I'm going to show you with the capo on the 5th fret. On the album you'll hear it like as though it sounded on it's on the 6th fret. But to make it easier for me to explain, I'm going to have it on the 5th fret. And when I explain this through, I'll go by the example of string 1 through 6. So the thinnest string here is going to be the 1st string, and then the 6th string is going to be the biggest string. So I'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll let you know how many frets up from that. So a lot of times I'm going to let you know kind of how many frets up on which string. Sometimes I might go into the notes, but I'm going to do the best I can to show you every part of the song. In the main rhythm guitar that you'll hear in the intro, you'll hear a pickup that goes, playing that real slow there. That is going to be starting on the and of 3. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. And it's going to be started on C, so it's going to be 3 frets up on the 6th string, then open string on the 5th string, 2 frets up on the 5th string, then open on the 4th string. So, and in terms of the way I play it, I don't play with a pick for this rhythm part here. I push down, up using my thumb and my index finger. So the first on the C, I'm pushing down with my thumb, then I'm pulling up, open on the 5th string there with my index finger, then I'm gonna push down with my thumb right there, 2 frets up on the 5th string, and then I'm gonna pull up with the index finger on the 4th string. So, and I'm playing kind of rough there to get the idea across. But yeah, try that out, start slow, and then kind of move up from there. So then we're going to do right here an F, and we're going to do an octave. So 3rd fret on the 5th string and 1st fret on the 2nd string there. So. Then we're going to basically be in that F major form there, and then you're going to go on the top 2 strings, and then the 2nd and 3rd string. So 1st and 2nd string, 2nd and 3rd string. So then while you're doing that, hold down the 3rd fret of the 1st string here. And from the top, so far what we've gone over is 1, 2, 3. And when I'm hitting the high string there, when I'm hitting C, I'm also using my thumb to hit the 2nd fret on the 4th string. So it's going to be, so how does that fall in place? And right there, I'm still keeping kind of that F major form with keeping my small finger there on the C, so the 3rd fret on the 1st string. So make sure to hit that bass part there, that 2nd fret on the 4th string, and then come down on the 2nd and 3rd string, and that's going to be 1st fret of the 2nd string and then open on the 3rd string. So let's recap what we're at right now. And what I just did there is the 3rd fret of the 5th string and then open on the 3rd string there. So where does that fall in place? Then it's going to go into G. So think of it, if this didn't have a capo, this would be kind of a D major, kind of basically that kind of form there. But since it's up here, it's going to be G major, and we're going to hit open on the 4th string there. But we're also going to pluck with the index finger on the high parts there. So on like the 1st and 2nd string. 1st string, 2nd string, then right there, open on the 5th. So start with, and then with, and then the high part is. Let's recap from there. So make sure to hit the open on the 4th and then open on the 5th. Then we're going to be in the F major. So we're going to hit the 3rd fret of the 5th string and then the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and how it falls in place is so it's going to pull on the 1st and 2nd string there. So 2nd and 3rd string there, still in F major. So first time I'm going to pluck the 3rd fret here and the high part. So and the 3rd fret of the 1st string at the same time that I'm hitting the 2nd fret of the 4th string. Then the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Okay, let's go from the top. 1, 2, 3. And it could also end. So just like that. So just like the same F. And the 2nd and 3rd, that's the same there. But instead of going on the 2nd and 3rd string, it'll hit the 1st and 2nd string again. So instead of, it will be go. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. Or alternatively, later on in the song. Now for the second part, we don't need the capo. So let's take the capo off. And we're going to use a pick this time. And basically it's the same chords. Instead of kind of being down in this phrasing here, we're going to move it up right about here. So it's going to be an octave of what we just played. Instead of going, it's going to be, so we're going to play the first one on the 4th string. Then it's going to be like that on the 3rd string. Then we're going to go into where is F major. Think of F major in this part here, this phrasing. I'm just going to bar the 10th fret here and go. So I'm just hitting the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings there on the 10th fret. And then it's going to go. And we're having the 13th fret of the 2nd string there, just kind of add that on. So just barring the 10th fret and then add on the 13th fret of this 2nd string. And then we're going to go into thirds here. We're going to hit the 14th fret of the 3rd string and then the 13th fret of the 2nd string. So it's going to go A, C, and then, so what's that? Basically that's going to be the G major chord there, but instead of playing it like this, I'm going to bar the 12th fret and just play the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings there. So I'm going to start from the top. So 2nd string, 3rd string, 4th string. And then we're going to hit C there. And then back to the, think of it as the F, basically F major, barring the 10th fret. And then having your small finger here on the 13th fret of the 2nd string. So again from the top. And now we're going to go into the solo part. This one's a lot of fun. It's amazing how once you lay the groundwork, which is the rhythm parts, you throw this on there and it just takes it to a whole nother level. So that's the 15th fret, 12th fret, back to the 15th, and then to the 13th. So, and then 15th fret of the 2nd string, then 12th fret of the 1st string, and then 13th fret of the 2nd string. So then we're going to go into thirds and kind of arpeggiate them and make them slide. So what is that? We're going to go here. It's going to be the 16th fret of the 3rd string. It's going to be the 15th fret of the 2nd string. And basically just going down 2 frets. But we're sliding it. So boom. So first hitting the 3rd string, then hitting the 2nd string, and then hitting the 3rd string again, and then on the 2nd string there. When I do that, so I'll hit the 2nd and 3rd string together. When you listen to the record, sometimes it sounds like just a single note, so that's totally fine. It's just, for me, it's personal preference. It just adds a little more kind of flavor when I do. A little stronger there. After playing 4 times of this, here we go. Or the first version there is basically just goes up the major scale starting on the 12th fret of the 3rd string. So that's a G. So once you hit the 13th fret of the 1st string, then we go down to the 15th fret of the 2nd string there. And then we go to the thirds. So what we just did earlier there. And the second variation starts the exact same, goes up the major scale starting on the 12th fret of the 3rd string. Once you hit the 15th fret of the 2nd string, basically D right there, it's going to jump up straight to the 13th fret of the 1st string, basically the F. So, and then we're gonna go. So the only effects you really need to make it sound like the album is a chorus pedal. So try that out. You don't need to have a delay pedal or anything like that. Just have a clean guitar signal, clean guitar sound with chorus, and you're good. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got value out of the tutorial, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe buttons below. I'll see you in the next video.